Hello, Radiant Soul. Back with another pick a card. We're going to be looking at the energetic shifting of December. What's coming in for you in December? How to prepare for it and not be blindsided. And also get some confirmations for you on your path at this time and look for what you perhaps don't see coming or don't even anticipate. So December seems to be a month with a lot of shifting going on. You're probably already feeling it. We're also going to get some guided messages from the Oversouls and your spirit team. Those of you that are new to this community and channel, hello and welcome. Good to have you here. I'm Michele. By the way, all the timestamps are in the description box, as well as the decks that I've used and other information about how to connect with me. If you want to journey deeper, dive in to spiritualism and metaphysics and get soul support on your path, you can connect with me on Patreon as well as Insta if you want to do more connecting. I'd love to connect with you further if you'd like that as well. So we're going to get a closer look at the cards. Then I'm going to do a tune-in, an alignment meditation, connecting in more to the soul signature frequency, and get to the readings. All right, soul story number 1. You have Man of Worlds, the actor. And the guide stone for you is citrine, a nice raw citrine cluster. Okay. And you know what? Trust your intuition. Let your inner knowing and the vibes of the cards, the crystals, be your guide at this time. Trust that you're guided in the right way for your path. Okay, let's see. Whoop, that's okay. Soul story number 2. You have Master, Sage of Worlds. And you have a pineapple quartz or cathedral quartz. Nice raw chunk there. From a wonderful store, Anima Mundi botanical place, botanical herbs, sacred elixirs, and botanicals. Soul story number, whoops, okay, I guess you're going to see what's on the bottom. Soul story number 3 is the Guardian and Woman of Worlds. Again, trust your intuition. You might be coming here to see what you don't see yet or feel, or perhaps what your guides want you to know, or your higher self, or a confirmation. And soul story number 3, you have the smoky quartz, raw smoky quartz, a nice raw piece. Alrighty, soul story number 1, number 2, number 3. And I'm going to put your messages. We've got guided messages here. Don't know what they say. Just put them there. All right, so take a closer look. I'll adjust so you can see a little better. And then I'm going to get into the soul alignment and attunement meditation. Take a conscious breath in. Pause at the top of the breath. Bring your awareness to the heart-lung area of your body as you breathe out. Bring your inner gaze, your inner focus to that space in between your in-breath and out-breath, and center inside. Connecting to your own rhythm and flow through your breath. Breathe in a little deeper and breathe out a little longer. Bringing your centering awareness inside. Connecting into that sacred space in between your in-breath and out-breath. Center there. Aligning to the frequency of your soul through your breath. Pause as you breathe in at the top of the breath. And as you breathe out, pause at the bottom of the breath. Allow the pause to center your awareness so that you can align more completely inside. You can now begin to align more through your heart to your soul. Attune to the frequency of the soul vibration through the connection of your heart. Open your heart to receive what's needed and necessary for you at this time. Open your heart to you, your own inner knowing and inner guidance from the soul through the direction of your higher self. Breathe in a little deeper inside, all the way through the crown chakra. Release the breath, feeling a centering inside. Breathe in above the crown chakra to the ascension point. Expand to the frequency of the soul through the vibration of your higher self. Trust that you receive the messages and confirmations that are right for you on your path at this time. When you're ready, let your breath go and just connect in to your own internal timing, the timing and rhythm of your soul. As you choose the cards are crystals that you are most called to. Know in your heart that it is your own inner guidance guiding you at this time. Hello, Radiant Light. Well, I just heard we've got messages. Something's really picking up for you in December. You've got messages. So what is the message for you? You have messages through me here, but I feel like you have messages from your very own higher self. And I feel like the communication, something's picking up for you in December. Maybe it's clarity, peace of mind that comes, I just heard, from a job well done, something that you did very well. You have, for the crystal ally, you have citrine. This is one of my favorite. It almost reminds me of a glacier. I also feel it's a ship. So again, could be movement. One of the things I'm getting, because with citrine and also the actor, the Man of Wands, December is about letting the mask go. You're coming out somehow in your life with a plan, a project, an approach, but you're coming out of your former self. Now, some of you literally could be doing something creative or performing or with the performing arts. That's definitely true also. Maybe something in social media or something, even if it's something with like a work or corporation or with family members, even for some of you that this could be friends or family that have seen you in a particular light. That's changing. You're somehow changing the way people look at you. Now, some of you, this is external also. It could be clothing, dress, something. I also heard somebody's getting a new car. All right, let's see what we've got. Man of Wands. What do we have here? Letting that mask go. I've worn a lot of masks. Now, you may have done a lot. Now, I just noticed there is a mask here. I didn't realize that when I was in meditation. You've done a lot. You can do a lot as well. You have the ability to wear many hats or many roles, many modes of expression, but something new is coming in that it's going to require you to connect more into your instinctual nature, more of the, you've got the stag here, so this is about with the antlers, right? Somehow it's about listening to your intuition, really honing your intuition. Picking up the signals from others is going to be necessary in December. What do you have? Oh, change. Okay, you're being asked to change a part of yourself that no longer feels like the person you've become, or become. That's the letting the mask go. Letting go of this outdated part of yourself will allow you to align with your true self. That's what you're going through. And citrine, by the way, has a lot to do with self-honoring, self-worth, valuing oneself, getting paid what you deserve, or putting in for that raise or that promotion or promoting yourself in life. So this is interesting because I did not look at the cards. I didn't notice the mask, and I didn't know that this was about letting go of outdated part of yourself. That's going to be not only required for you in December, this month, but you might be already in this change, and it just becomes more apparent with the type of boundaries and focus that you have in December. Okay, we're going to leave these here to the side. Well, and I'm going to get to your channeled messages. Let's look at the bit of the tarot. So a lot coming in. Yeah, you're disrupting. There's something you're going to disrupt. It could be obligations or responsibilities this month that you're just like, nah, I'm not doing it. Nah, or I am doing it, or I want to do it, or oh, I'm doing it in a new way. I'm doing it in a different way. You're going to be breaking with some kind of tradition, a past tradition, something that you always did or were forced to do. Now look at this. You've got the Ace of Cups, which is telling me, and with the Six of Cups, this could have a lot to do with family and the Lovers. Look at that. Okay. Again, the intuition with the Lovers card. Some of you may do holidays more on your own, a couple or as a friend. You're breaking with some tradition. Then the Nine of Swords. Let's see what we've got here. The Six of Wands. The Ten of Cups. The Two of Wands and the Two of Crystals. Okay, if we take these cards, the Two of Wands and Two of Crystals. Okay, I'm going to put the guide card so I can get 2 more cards in here. So you've had some kind of shift in your awareness. I don't think, I could be wrong, some of you could feel this already or be going through this. I feel like a lot of you, it's like you've changed something so much that you don't realize it. But what's going to happen is, while you're around other people, friends or family or something, they're going to see the change. And then you're going to see the change. So I think you've been in your own bubble to some degree. And then we got the Two of Wands, Two of Crystals. So there's this balancing point for you in December between the other. It could be like not getting involved in projection, like not projecting, not letting people project on you. That's a big change that's coming in for you. Or you not projecting on people or the situation. But I do feel like December, there's a bit of anxiety of how am I going to show up, or I'm going to ask for something. And mostly emotional. I need some space. So you've got 2 sixes here. I just noticed you've got the Six of Cups and the Six of Wands. And then you've got Two of Wands and Two of Crystals. And then the Ten of Cups, but the Ace of Cups. So a lot to do with friends, family, feeling emotionally cared for and nurtured, whether you're doing that on your own, you're making decisions to do more of what it is that you really want to do, what you like to do. I feel a lot of love around you. I feel a lot of support. I feel like there's friends and family that really love you. I feel like you might be a little unsettled right now in your life, or some changes that you're making, or some decisions that you're making, or the upcoming decisions. But it's not reflecting in how people are seeing you. So I feel like could be inner instability or not as confident. But on an outer level, you're coming across very confident, very open, very loving. Some of you've had to set certain boundaries or move away from a particular situation or relationship or way of relating. But I feel like it's being, by the right people, you're being received, you're being supported. So Spirit wants you to know that you are supported. And because you're connecting more emotionally or more to your authentic self or true feelings, you're tapping into a greater abundance. And it's like this, December brings some kind of epiphany, some kind of awareness, not just awareness they're telling me, but literally is an epiphany. It's an aha, where you're like, I'd rather have less or do less, but not sacrifice my true needs and wants or myself. So there's something about your integrity that you're not willing to sacrifice something anymore. And in fact, you probably are looking back, oh, I used to do this, I used to do that, or I had to do this, or there's some obligation perhaps you let go of, or a lot of you, it's old identities in December. You're letting go of old perceptions of yourself or even life and other people, but especially old identities, outmoded ways of fitting in with others, outmoded ways of relating or connecting with others. And you're going to get much more, intuitive with that stag energy, right? You've got the stag there. You're going to be much more intuitive. Let's put that there. So change. December brings change. Some of you, this is due to a birth date or something that I just heard, well done. Somebody who's just recovered from a long illness or something with the body, some kind of challenge, and it shows health improvement. Okay? Some of you, this is a long-standing relationship that's gone through a difficult patch. That gets sorted through and taken care of. And it's interesting because this also comes at the same time that you're being more you, where there could be a fear of being more authentic, or I heard less trouble, less burdened. You have mostly cups here, right? 2 wands. And 2 swords. So this month is not a time to overthink things. You could be in your feelings a bit. And in fact, if you can't figure something out, connect in with your higher self, connect in with your body. What's the vibe? What am I feeling I need to do? Because your mind is only going to take you so far, especially with the 2 of crystals here. That's really the call to meditate. But something you're winning at also, you're going to say, wow, I handled that well. I handled that situation. Wow, I worked magic on this. I moved through this, or I processed this. So I feel like a lot of you are going to be working with the energy, and that's also going to make you feel more confident, more comfortable with this new part of you or new way of being is coming in, this new authenticity. And a lot of you, some of you, this has happened, yes, through very conscious, dedicated inner work. Some of you, it's just you've been shifting like this over time. And I think because December brings a lot more people around, or expectations, obligations, responsibilities, time to connect with others, relationships for many become more important, sometimes family or friends like family. You're starting to see where and how you'll fit in. Even if this has to do with work or something community-based, I feel like the idea of self-care and nurturing it's not just about, oh, I'm eating well, or I got a massage. It's more like your outlook, like you're being more real with yourself. You're being more genuine with yourself and with others. You're revealing more. You're just showing up differently. And again, you're letting go of these outmoded mask or way of being. You're letting that go. You're moving into a time of just, it's revealing, but it's not oversharing, but it's just somehow you're showing up differently. You're showing up more you. You're showing up, you're not having to pre-think anything. Yeah, there's an alignment, body and soul. So you're embodying more of this new emerging consciousness, which is connecting you into this amazing part of the soul. I want to see like a heart. There's an amazing heart connection with yourself. Now, lovers, yes, it can be people, but it's also a lot about intuition and decisions. And then you have 2 of swords there, 2 of crystals. The message I'm getting for you is you're finally realizing, like, you know what, there's things I can't pre-think. There's something I can't pre-think. And that's a biggie for you. The storyteller, where you're changing the story. I love this for you. I love, love, love this for you. If you're drawn to soul story number 2, or 1 rather, maybe soul story number 2 has something for you. I'm just getting that message. But with the citrine, there's a purifying, a cleanse, again, a letting go of what isn't working, a letting go of what's outmoded. Maybe it worked in the past. I'm also getting in September, there was something, a shift for you also. Something was going on for you in September. And maybe that's when these changes started becoming more, prevalent, or you started becoming more aware, starting in September. But by December, there's some new pinnacle. There's some new level. And it's also, for some of you, it's because you're starting to see some change. You're starting to see the power of change. So something's regenerating in your life. Also, this is also about aura, connecting and protecting your aura and the subtle energy bodies of you. So you might need to rest, pull back, maybe do some aura cleansing, or work with essential oils or Bach flower remedies or homeopathics or herbs or something, or certain foods. You may want to also work with your body more at this time, and also be mindful of clearing the energy, your energy, the subtle energy of you, your aura cleansing. And citrine can also help with that. So I'm also getting with you, this is also about a clearer vision about yourself and your purpose that's coming in. Some of you may be balancing spending time alone or on your own with also being with others, so that you have this kind of self-care, self-nurturing, really self-love, this kind of sacred time with yourself. Some of you could also be doing some kind of ritual, is what I'm getting. Ritual. In fact, ritual is really good for you to do, some form of ritual. But moving beyond what isn't working, what is outdated or outmoded, whether in thought and definitely in action, behaviors and action, and the way you show up in relationship, that's very different. And especially with your commitments. Some of you, I feel, are getting a raise or bonus, or there's an increase financially. The other flip side to that is, I feel that if you don't get that this year, the end of this year, then you're moving on. Because there's real assessing going on here. I'm getting a lot to do with assessing things. Getting to the bottom of the situation and assessing it. Yeah, and your guides want you to know that you are very protected. You are safe to make these changes. The changes that are coming in, you're more than able to take care of yourself. Pleiadian activation, coming together, harmony in the heavens, resolution. So this is the resolving of an issue. Now, those of you that are starseeds, the message I'm getting for you is that you're feeling better, more comfortable or confident on the earth plane and with your ideas. Again, you're connecting into this authenticity. So you're seeing, I think a bit differently. I don't think in terms of extremes of the polarity, or I think a bit out of the box, or I look at this differently. You're getting more comfortable with your starseed roots, your starseed DNA. And a lot of you, this activation is activating service, whether it's being more creative or playing more in life, opening up to relationships more. Some of you, I heard, I'm a primary caregiver. So you may be having somebody help you, or taking a day off or time off with that, or getting some level of support is also what I'm hearing. So again, you're looking at yourself more clearly, seeing this is really what I need or what I want to do, or this is working for me. How do I support this or get this support? The universe is here ready to support you. And in fact, I feel sending support. It's just this letting go of this outdated or outmoded way, this old story that maybe suited you in the past or from childhood. You're getting that away. Now, some of you are going to be finding that some friends that you've had for a very long time, or colleagues, or something that's given you a lot of support. One, you're going to feel much more appreciative, and be more in gratitude, but also somehow it could be changing, or you're wondering, how is this support going to change? is it going to change? And if it changes, or how it changes, is it going to change in a way that is not workable? So again, if you get into the emotions, the energy and motion of things, you get into your feelings, your intuition more, you're really going to be guided into whatever is the best way for you. And the major message for you this month is get out of your head, get into your heart. So you focus more on happiness, and then look what you've got here, change. Yeah. Because a lot of you are following your heart into something new. So again, you're going to be doing more of what is right for you. That's a big change for you. You're letting go of outdated, outmoded beliefs. Some of them still work, but they don't fit you. Some of them don't work anymore. So there's this real assessment of where you came from and what fills that cup. What actually fills that cup? That's where your soul is guiding you. In the higher, you're getting these promptings, and some of you I can hear, oh, what's too good to be true, or I shouldn't go for that, or I don't know if I can do that, or that, that's like, wow, that's like, like asking for the 10 of Cups. What? I don't know. But you've got the 10 of Cups there. You either realize it in your life that you have that 10 of Cups energy, or this is what you're drawing in etherically. Now, I am hearing a message because you've got the 10 of Cups and the Ace of Cups. That's an 11. So there is going to be something that exceeds your expectations this month. Maybe it's how some people think about you or a particular person. Yeah, there's a reason to celebrate. I just heard, I don't know if it's a birthday, anniversary, or someone's getting engaged, but I am hearing there's emotional celebrations or celebration with friends, family. There's a lot of heart energy for you this month. And you're going to see, God, I'm more me. I'm more comfortable with me. I'm more confident. I'm not trying to put anything on or trying to fit in any particular way. So this month brings more emotional fulfillment and a lot of happiness, and that's a big change. This inner change within you and really following, look at, you've got generosity, but this is also the card of contracts, commitment, marriage, relationships. Someone has your back this month. Either they're referring you, or someone's talking about you and they're standing up for you, or they're singing your praises of what you've helped them do, or you've helped something, But I feel like this month it brings a lot of emotional acknowledgement. And then we've got joy, harmony, happiness. So one of the things that's changing is you're feeling better about yourself, about your body, about your life. And I mean body also, not just physical body, but your body of work, your body of life, what you've accomplished. And I also am getting that you're getting some kind of acclaim, validation, acknowledgement, encouragement that's giving you the confidence subconsciously to move, for some of you, in a new direction, maybe a literal move or bigger plans, because you're not going to be thinking so limited. There's some, the limitations are lifting, the guardrails are lifting. There's an expansion that's starting to happen in your life. And it is coming from getting out of these outmoded ideas, or beliefs or perceptions you've had of yourself. So this is not only aligning you more to your soul, it's aligning you more to your free will. The personal will is aligning to the universal will. So you're going to have much more opportunities. Whatever it is that you're focused on in your life right now, new opportunities are coming in. All right, let's look at the messages. You are on the right track. Just give it a bit more time. Join with like-minded individuals. Okay, that makes sense. Focus on the energy. Yes, see, follow the resonance. So, you're really being asked to get out of your head and overthinking things, because that brings anxiety Or if you're feeling a lot of anxiety, maybe do some movement, move the body, do something fun, bring some joy in, talk to a friend, family member. But overthinking for you in December is going to bring anxiety, because there's some question. Your world is changing and you feel it. Oh, look at that. Believe in your soul's potential. That's it. So you have a lot of potential. You have a lot that is opening up for you. There's a lot that's changing for you in a very, very powerful way, but it could also bring in some anxiety because there is a level of uncertainty at this time. You're really being guided. That's again, those antlers, right? The horn of plenty. So if you follow your intuition and how you feel the vibes of things, you're going to do very, very well this month, because this month brings the changes. It brings the changes that you want. Some of you, the changes you've been hoping for, praying for, meditating, aligning to. These are changes that are aligning more your little life, your little earth world into the soul. So these are changes that you want, and it's coming also as a change of mindset. Again, get rid of outmoded ideas, celebrating your life more, joining with others, kind of relaxing a little bit more, I'm getting also, and seeing what you're going through in life is more of an adventure. Things are going to ease up for you in December as well. Okay, we're going to get one more card, and then the rest, if you want to go a little, just more, then you can go to Patreon. The link will be there. And I have more than just readings. Actually, on Patreon, you can join for free if you just want to get the monthly updates. I've moved my blog over there too, so I'm not writing in two places. Okay, let's see. That's a lot. Let's see what we got. Oh, but look at this. Got something again with relationships. Are some of you meeting someone, or you're coupling, or relationship could go to a next level? Nanduna, piri piri of love. The more I love myself, ooh, yes, that's your message. The more I love myself, the more attractive I am to others. Love is a luminous and powerful energy that we can feel in every moment for anyone or any being. Love connects us with our essence, with the essence of nature and life itself. Love is an unconditional feeling, and I love everyone freely. What do I love about myself? Love relationship, loving oneself, open heart. Yeah, see, I get this open heart. You're being more open to you, to those around you. I don't think it's a heady thing. I don't think it's just about thinking about it or even journaling about it. I just feel like there's going to be more love in your life, and that's coming through people. Perhaps a certain someone, a certain love attraction. That's coming this December. And others are loving you. Look at that. Well, look at what's highlighted. Love it. Because you're taking care of the inner child. You're taking care of that part of you that has the wounding, that feels vulnerable. So you're not hiding your vulnerability anymore. Sometimes we don't even know we're doing it, you know? All right. So you're going to just share more of yourself with others. You're moving into that space of openness, unconditional love. I always say metaphysically, spiritually, love has no opposite. I know a lot of people say the opposite of love is fear, but that's so newbie and trite, because fear is a natural human condition, emotion. We're even instinctually and physiologically wired for it. It's part of the reptilian brain, that response, fight, flight, freeze. Or combination of. So fear has its place. It's a warning. It's a messaging. But living in fear, I would say if there was an opposite to fear, I would say it would be faith and trust and inner knowing. But fear, we move. It's just natural, normal. There's nothing wrong with anyone that experiences fear. It's when it becomes a chronic state that it becomes problematic. Some of you are spending time with animal beings, a little doggy, maybe other dogs. Some of you may be getting a dog or a puppy, or you just got a dog or a puppy for a gift or holidays. I just heard on vacation. You're going on vacation. So I've been wondering if, am I going to be able to go on vacation or take time off? Yes, you are. going to be able to go on vacation. Some of you, this is I just heard wedding and honeymoon, or somebody's getting engaged, or you're celebrating some anniversary. Some of you, it's an anniversary of like something you gave up or you quit, whether an old life or addiction. I'm getting you're going back through the passage of time, like, oh yeah, 5 years ago I did that, or 2 years ago I did that, or 10 years, or 20 years ago, 21 years ago, 30 years ago. Last year at this time. So there's this chronological, kind of chronicalizing something, this chronological time idea of how much has gone on, how much is under the bridge, and where you're at now. All right, let's get a message, and then if you want more, you can go to Patreon. Time, existing, Mercury, the mind. Now let's see what you're learning. There's something that's coming. Mercury in Leo, speak your mind. The actor, the creator in the 9th house. Maybe you're publishing, launching something in December, publishing. This is about using the higher mind, the inspired mind, the mind of inspiration, moving from inspiration to inspired action. That's been a big message for the last year or so from the Oversouls. So Mercury in Leo, think big. Think love, feel love, think loving thoughts. Let the love in. And love your mind, the beautiful mind, because experience and expression comes through the mind and the body. So that's a beautiful thing. But 9th house, something's shifting. There's a big shift for you this month in your ideas, your beliefs, your perception of yourself, others, and life, especially you and life. I think you're opening up for more happiness also. I think these are good changes. These are happy changes coming for you this month. Right, Soul Light, your Soul Insights mantra is, I am happy for the changes that are coming in my life as they lead me more to my soul, my true soul expression and experience. See you on Patreon, or I'll see you here in another reading. Thank you so much also for the honor and gift of tuning in with you and for you. I do see you and feel you, and I feel like I'm learning a lot and growing by doing these readings here as well. So lots of love and light, and if whatever holiday or celebration you experience and celebrate, I wish you so much love, light, abundance, and soul expression. Hello, Radiant Soul. Wonderful to connect with you for your reading. If you chose Soul Story number 2, this is the reading for that group. So, okay, here are the messages. We're going to read those later, but I'm getting with you a lot of practical energy and a lot on focusing on some desire this month, something that you're wanting to manifest or call in, or you've been working. December, there's a lot of holiday time, but I feel you're going to be working. I'm also hearing apply yourself. You're taking your wisdom from something you learned or knew before, and you're bringing it into the present circumstance. Now, you've got the pineapple quartz, which I called cathedral quartz. It's also candle quartz, which kind of reminds me a little bit of citrine in a way, but because candle quartz or pineapple quartz has a lot to do with grounding, connects you to the sacral chakra, first chakra as well, and sacral chakra. It has a lot to do with manifesting and creating and creativity and passion and purpose. It's there, to me, there's something that you're getting very clear about. Look a little bit closer to this. You can see the colors there and the oxidation. So I'm going to say there's a flip side in December. There's something you're flipping over or understanding in a different way, or something that seems like it. And I feel this in a positive way. So there could have been something that you didn't have enough of, or you didn't know the answer to it, or you had the missing information. That that information is coming in. Now we're going to get a closer understanding of that. What is this information that's coming in for you? So you've got the Sage of Worlds, which is Sage of Pentacles. It's the master. There's a lot of wisdom here. You've learned something in the wheel of life. The wheel is turning, and you're on an upswing, and you know this. You also know that you need to be dedicated. So December, you're rededicating yourself to something, or you're reinforcing your dedication. A lot of you, this has to do with something financially or investments. But this time, either through age or the stage or phase that you're in, or what you've learned, you're learning that everything has a cycle. And I feel like December for you is also it's a follow through, follow up month, but it's also about planning, putting something into motion. Some of you are creating gifts. You're creating something to give to, I just heard, to someone or to the world. Let's see what this, look at that. Keep going. It may feel as though you've been on this path or journey for so long, and you may even wonder if you're making any progress. You are, toward your dreams or goals. This message is a loving reminder for you to keep going. You're almost there. Yeah. So that may even be that, as a master creator, and some of you may be moving in more to an expert role in some kind of field of study or teaching or training, or just in your life. There's something that you're to keep applying yourself. And I'm hearing it doesn't happen overnight. I always say, if you keep working at something, you will get the payoff. You will get the payout. You will get the result. So December, you will see some of this result. You're also going to see what else you need to do. This is a really good month to really focus on projects or launching or getting something out there in the world. It's a really good time. Let's see, do we want to do tarot first? Hold on. I think so. I think that's what I'm being guided. Yeah, get it out there, plan it. This is a time to really focus on projects and to be more creative or self-expressive. Now, this could be a time for decorating. This could be a time for focusing on the house or the home. This could be the time to focusing on a particular project or creative idea or business idea. December is a time that's very entrepreneurial for you. There's a lot about process and progress. Now, I am hearing patience, and you do have keep going. You are moving upward. You're setting up a chain of events, and subconsciously in the spirit realm, in the etheric plane, this chain of events is about to manifest as the dominoes, things falling into alignment. Okay, you're going to see this as something like, oh my God, the universe is really working with me. So there is something that is about to fall into place. Okay, we've got the Six of Swords here and Six of Crystals, just Six of Pentacles, Three of Cups. So two sixes. Page of Wands. And Judgment, yeah. I would say this is your key card right now. Eight of Swords. I heard accept the changes that are coming. So you're coming out as a teacher, an expert. Maybe some of you are actually, this is also about working intuitively or sharing your intuitive gifts or with the High Priestess, or bringing your intuitive gifts to others, or taking more of an intuitive approach. This is also being led or guided by spirit. A lot of you you're coming to this reading for a confirmation. The project or focus in your life at this time, I feel, is a long one. It's not something that's going to be, I just heard, easily solved or happens quickly. But you are going to start seeing some kind of payout or payoff or accumulation. So there's something you're building or you're accumulating. There's something that you're gathering, maybe gathering with others, or accumulating or putting together. You're amassing something. Now, this could be resources, security. This could be wealth. Your power to negotiate in December is really good. Now, for those of you that have time off, or you're really busy with holiday things this December, I'm suggesting that you keep a note or notebook. Not even, you could do a voice note, but I feel like note, like this is my awareness. Because with the Ace of Swords, you're going to get some good ideas. Maybe you don't act upon them until after the holidays. But Spirit's saying pay attention to where your attention goes, where, very of course. Now, some of you have something to complete that you need to complete by the end of the year. Latest first beginning of the year, January. But a lot of you, there's something you're completing, or you need to finish up, or you need to have it done by a particular time. So there is this new idea that's stirring within you, a new concept. And it's also shown by the King of Swords here. A lot of you, it could be happening more in the intuitive aspect of you, so more in the etheric plane, it's in the ethers. But you're starting to pick up with the Six of Swords here, and the Ace of Swords, and awakening to it, and the King of Swords, and also the Page of Wands. There's something that's about to be revealed. Something's blossoming. There's some kind of new growth, or something is moving from an idea into something that you believe and feel that you can actually do. That Page of Wands is oh, I just heard something, overcoming jealousy. I don't know if someone's jealous of you, or you feel you don't want to step out too much into the world because you feel the calling your attention wasn't acknowledged or allowed or supported or encouraged in your family, perhaps. They're calling attention to yourself, because some of you have like stayed behind the scenes. You haven't wanted to come out with something. You've been doing work behind the scenes, or maybe the work that you do is behind the scenes. Maybe it's behind the computer. Maybe it's the support. Maybe, there's a lot of different ways that can manifest. But I am seeing that some of you, it could be others, that when this bump up happens, when you get to this next level, there could be some jealousy from some of your friends or family or colleagues. It's not that they don't know, that you've been working on this a long time, or it's taken you a long time. Now, this could be being seen on a platform or something, and people don't realize how long you've been working on something. But what I am clearly hearing, there is going to be some kind of domino effect, that it seems like everything is lining up. And why is that happening? Or how did that happen? How did that happen for you so easily? But it's because you've had to keep going. You've had to persevere. So if the message for a lot of you is to please keep going, to persevere, to integrate your own wisdom, your own intuition, your own inner knowing, that place of the higher, look at that, roots to abundance. So you've been working on the roots, and now that's about to pay off or pay out. These people in older, chronologically older bodies is telling me that this has been a cycle of work. It's been many moons. It's been through the harvest. It's been through the winter, from the fall to the winter. It's been, some of you, this is some goal or dream or desire that's going to be coming later on in life. Or you've been putting in the time and now it's coming later. But the roots and what Spirit has been connecting with you on, your spirit team, your higher self, which is you. You've been creating the roots so that you have that stability. So December does bring a level of stability somehow. There could be extra coin. You could be getting some gifts, financial gifts. Now, if you're into investing, this can be a good time to invest or look at investments, or look at your investments and see, where do you want to make adjustments? So to some degree with that Judgment card. There could be adjustments that you're needing to make so that your roots are better, your roots are stronger. This is not the time for quick results, but things are lining up for some kind of next level breakthrough. And again, I'm going to say domino effect. I'm seeing things lining up. So I do feel that actually, for some of you, it could even be end of November, but by December, you're seeing that there's an alignment. There's things that are starting to line up. You're starting to see, oh, that's where it's coming from. I have to get my card on the ground. Okay, use your wisdom with people right now. We have birds of a feather. Make sure people are really in alignment. Again, I have to say that about the jealousy. There's something about envy, jealousy. Now, honestly, as a therapist, I think what I always tell my clients when they're jealous, or even when we're talking and I can see they're jealous about, oh, I don't care, I'm not jealous. And I'm like, well, yeah, you are, and that's okay. Because jealousy shows us what we want. I'm not talking about toxic kind of rage jealousy. But when we're looking at someone or some situation and we, oh, I wish I had that. And we're a little annoyed and irritated about it. To me, it's that you're not answering some soul call because there's something within that circumstance, situation, that type of relationship, that you're not owning up that, oh, I do want that. That's something that's important to me. So that's something that's coming up for you a lot in December. Maybe it is that you want more financial abundance or money. I'm also reminded of relationships. Some of you could be looking and going, oh, I wish I could talk to my partner that way, or my boyfriend or my girlfriend or my spouse, or I wish they were more open. But then if that's really what you want, then you need to work on that. Not be jealous or upset with the person that has what you perceive you want. And it is about perception. So you're awakening to some new perception of yourself, idea, something that you want. December brings an awakening of, I want this. You're going to move towards it with that 6 of Swords and 6 of Pentacles. A merry motive. And then you've got endless possibility, you've got divine matrix. So part of you, this is about creating a new design, a new matrix, a new routine, a new way of life that is much more rewarding for you, that you feel that it's more abundant, this is a lot about finance, I do believe. And I also feel like it's also about you wanting perhaps a supportive person in your life or supportive relationships. So you're really being asked to look at what the abundance that you have already with that 3 of Cups and to build upon that foundation. That could be this Sage of Worlds, be the master builder that's building and building upon that foundation. Now, I'm not surprised that underneath Awakening, endless possibilities was placed there. So we have this channeling, this opening to more, to something more, being something more, being someone more, just more of you. But also checking, December is the time to check and see, hey, is this supporting me? Is this creating roots of abundance, or am I cutting the roots off? Is this supporting my roots, my foundation? I heard platform, my foundation. Is this positively affecting me? Is this positively helping me build and create? Is this positively helping me? Now, also pineapple candle quartz is also about getting out of despondency or negative expectations, or moods of despair, or it's not going to change, hopelessness. And you can do that by kind of channeling in to more possibilities. And I would even write, what are the possibilities? What do you see around you that you're drawn to? That's possible for you. So you have those possibilities within you and around you. But it's about you connecting into those possibilities. I just heard the possibility to move forward. Some of you, some of these possibilities have to do with a new environment as well. Yeah, new environment to move or to travel. You might have the money in December. If not, you'll be able to budget and do it within the next few months. So December could bring this whole idea of looking at the finance and budgeting. But look at this purple. Yeah, I feel like you're going to tap into your inner power. Yeah, so you're getting ready to experience greater power from within yourself. Now, this is spiritual power. This is spirit. This is the ability to get out of the doldrums or despair. This is to bring hope back. This is the ability to tap into your inner power and create the world that you really want to live in. Whether it's your individual world, your micro world, or the macro world. You could be putting something out there, making the decision, or December, you've put something out there in the world that greatly helps, and you feel good about helping, about putting things out there in the world by making a difference. But some of you are definitely going to have to reassess your friends, your friend group, your friends. There needs to be, or colleagues. Okay, this is going to help you. You've got tobacco. Protection, cleansing, purge, connection with the beings of nature. So being around nature or anything, and I would even say connecting with cotton or organics, whatever that means to you. Some of you, it's about something about the clothing you're wearing or the fabric. Some of you, there could be some kind of irritation going on. I'm hearing there's something in the fabric, maybe even in the laundry detergent or soap that you're using. I don't know who that's for. But we have internal strength, inspiration, offering healing of scare. I don't know what that is. Healing of the scare. Cleansing the mind and the body from heavy energies. And pineapple quartz or candle quartz helps with that. So there's some kind of cleansing or clearing energy that's coming in. Tobacco is also a gift. So you may want to do a sacred ceremony or ritual or of appreciation, of gratitude for a particular person, situation, people, friends, family, yourself, your life, spirit, God, your spirit team. That is going to tap you into that abundance, that Three of Cups. So some of you could literally be attending some kind of ritual or group or sacred ceremony. Others of you, maybe this is also you being able to do that on your own. I feel like there's a call in December. You're probably going to be around more people that you do feel more of a connection with, a merry motive. It could be for Christmas or holidays, whatever you celebrate. You know, Hanukkah, what is it? Festivus, I heard Festival of Lights or something about the Festival of Lights. You could be going to a place where there is a lot of light or tree lighting or lighting up. I'm seeing a lot of scenes, nativity scene, but I see something like Festival of Lights or the lights are lit up or there's something outdoors where there's a lot of lights. And I feel you go with a group of people, friends or family or friends and family. There is this group. You're really going to love this. It's really going to uplift you. It's like the right, loving, healthy, inspiring distraction for you. Some of you I see decorating a lot. So again, I feel like there's a bit with the holiday kind of merriment and joy and happiness. And some of you are going to be like, okay, let me just relax into that. Let me relax the next week or two. Let me relax. You know, I feel like towards the end of December, there is this idea of taking some time off, whether a day, a weekend, a week, just to kind of regroup, just to kind of shift. It's like you're going to have an awareness that you're winding out of something. And again, with this master, the Sage of Worlds, it's like you're aware of this cycle that's closing. And with the, awakening card here, judgment card, that can bring both a decided end of something and a new chapter. So I feel that you've been aware of something is ending or is over, or you've outgrown it, or it's outgrown its purpose. And so perhaps it's your situation, your life. You could be reevaluating a lot in December about where do you want to put your focus. I feel December you're going to have to look at that. Like you're in the center here and all these things are taking your attention. Which ones are staying and which ones are not? Which ones are you moving on for? Where do you want to put your creative energy? How do you want to harness your energy and put your attention on your intention? What are you now intending? So I feel for a lot of you, I'm hearing that I work. Some of you it's work less, but for the work I do, I'm getting paid, or I'm getting paid better. Or some of you have been doing something, maybe volunteer or free, and now you're saying, I want to get paid for it. Some of you, it's an actual job, a new job that is coming in, or you're completing a job and you're looking for another job, another position or job that I feel is better. So really for you, there is a lot about going in this upswing, going in this new direction, because you're completing something. And it's going to be you're going to be very, very aware, oh, I'm not doing this next year. I'm not going through, we're not repeating. This is done. In fact, I see you looking back. These two cards are looking back and looking forward. So there's a real completion. I mean, this reading is a very much an end of the year, new year reading, I feel. There's very much of new beginning, new pathway. You're really going to know in December, what am I strengthening? What am I building upon? What am I integrating? What am I emphasizing? What am I focusing on? What am I letting go of? And there's this looking back in the past. You're looking back also to see, what am I bringing forward now, and what am I leaving in the past? What's changed? This change has brought some kind of awareness. Now, one thing that's happening in December is you're going to see, ooh, I can't do what I used to do in relationship. I can't be around certain people or for a long time. And I don't mean Xing anyone out. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about cutting anyone out, but there may be different boundaries with certain people. Some of you may want to do more. I don't know if this is a child or the two of you as a couple are more with your child or children, or your fur baby, your animal being part of the family, where you're going to go on a holiday together. You're going to spend more time together. You're going to go away together. So there's something about this little group, this supportive nucleus that's part of your roots. And December, you see, this is part of my life. I appreciate them, they appreciate me, or this situation is it's an important part of my life. It's an important part of my roots. It fuels my creativity. It helps me create. It helps me build. December is a lot about your focus and your creativity and moving on. On the Akashic level, in the Akash, it's time to move on. I think you're growing up in a way. Is it mentally? Is it emotionally? Is it through life experience? Is it, there's this, not losing the idea of fun, but it's like, I've done that already. I don't need to do that anymore. I've done that already. I'm moving beyond that. Okay, let's see what we're going to get another card. Yeah, you're moving beyond some kind of surface reality. You're going to be able to pinpoint it. I think more than any reading I've had in a long time, you're pinpointing something in December, and it's like, you know what, I'm good at that. I want that. I like that. I'm good at that. I'm going to tap into that part of me. And it's also saying you've done this before. You've been at this place before, a very similar place, and you got through it. You were able to do it. You were able to get through it. Yeah, look at that. See, this one wanted to come out. Birth. Yeah, that's what I said. You've grown. You're very much birthing yourself. Now, you get this card. Maybe there is a birth, or some of you are a doula or a midwife or an obstetrician, doctor, gynecologist, or you work with birth, or there could be a birth in the family. Because I get a lot of family energy here as well. However, well, friends and family, a lot of friends, a little bit family, but a lot of friends. But the birth I see is you. You're growing. And something is growing within you. It's an idea, a new way of being in the world, a new way of showing up. But this growth is very much, again, a part of your destiny. And I think you realize it. I really feel that psychically. And what I can see as I remote view in different situations, it's like, yeah, I don't know, I'm not doing that anymore. Or, oh, you used to love to do that. Oh, yeah, I did. No, I'm not doing that anymore. Something is completely over. It's done. This cycle is not going to repeat. You're not going backwards. You might be reviewing yourself, going, in your past life. Some of you might be doing something with past life therapy, regression therapy, hypnotherapy, or working with past lives or other dimensional lives, whether you're reading about it or doing some kind of process. I feel like that could be affecting you. You could be wrapping up a long cycle that isn't just this lifetime. And I mean this lifetime childhood also. No, this is a long standing pattern. Oh, phew, look at that, wealth and abundance. Here we go again. We've got wealth, abundance. So it's time to plan and expect abundance. That you live in an abundant universe. That something that you've been focused on or doing is now starting to grow. You're moving into a phase of growth and expansion. And a part of this growth and expansion is financial growth, financial increase, a new level of financial stability. You're also going to see that your abundance is also people you know in your life, your circumstances, and what supports you. So for you, your wealth is not just financial, it's also your resources. Now, what I'm going to say here, I do believe that your resources are also starting to grow. So what does that mean? Does that mean you know more people, connections, friends, family, a business connection? I don't know. It's all of it because there's so many of you that I'm reading for. But I do hear, and I'm being shown, and I hear the guide saying, tell them about that their resources. You as a resource and you being resourceful is growing. You're growing in your ability to be resourceful. And that comes into an awareness in December. Now, all of this doesn't happen in December. I feel this has been happening, but in December, you're going to see this. Now, for some of you, this is you actually have more money in your bank account than what you thought, or you're getting some money back, or savings. You've been able to save more. And you're looking at the end of the year and you're like, oh my God, I actually saved more, or I didn't have to get into my savings this time. You're also going to be, a lot of you in December, especially towards the end of the year, you're going to be either refinancing or paying off credit card or something, some kind of debt, credit card. You're going to be getting things more in order. And if you may just write a list in December, but I would say the first quarter or first 3-4 months at the most, you're paying off a certain bill or debts. You are looking at your finances differently, and whether you get rid of one credit card and you get one that has a better interest rate. There's something like that also. So you're recognizing you do have the ability, the capability, and the power to make empowered decisions and to make life-enhancing, optimal changes in your life. So to some degree, this is setting a foundation for something that you're wanting to do. You're almost there. Spirit is saying, do not think that you're not there, that it's not going to happen. All right, let's get another card. It's going to happen. And it's going to happen in a way that also brings a level of security. If you're drawn to this soul story, this soul group, you want some security. Could be a lot of earth signs here. You're focused on 3D manifestation, living the higher vibrational energies, higher dimensions, but also anchoring them into the 3D world, the world of manifested form. Okay, you have committed to a sacred union. So this could be part of the expansion for you. And I do believe for a lot of you, this commitment has to do also with yourself. You're committing to yourself. Some of you, I am picking up some kind of engagements, maybe even marriage, or maybe you recently got married and you're re-looking at your commitment to each other, or maybe you've moved in together. I'm also hearing that in December you realize, wow, it's better or easier, more fun when I'm working with someone else, So commitment to your path is a big thing in December. So there's a recommitment, or the commitment realizing, you know what, I have to be committed to my path at this time. I have to be committed to my goals, to myself. It's not going to happen all at once. And here, this is so you right now. Let me just show you this. Counselor, the trauma and pain you overcame now brings guidance and hope to other souls. So some of you could be a counselor or guiding. But remember, earlier the channeled message was talking about wisdom and what you've overcome, and you're not repeating a cycle or a pattern. You're moving on. You're moving on from particular types of relationships. So the close of this year closes out a pattern for you. A pattern of trauma or trauma bonding or a lot of drama. Oh, let's get your messages here. Oh, I love this. I know this one. God's got it. Yes. God's got it. I don't think of God as an anthropomorphic person in the sky, like anthropomorphizing. But you can feel the God presence as a being. It's a presence. It's the allness of life. It's life itself. It's the energetic frequency and matrix design of the world. It's infinite creative intelligence. There's a lot of different ways you can look at it. But yeah, I think your wisdom has shown you, hey, I am protected. I am taken care. God's helping me. God's answering my prayer. Now, for some of you, is that your universe, your higher self, your spirit team, whatever it is, that spiritual aspect you're connecting into. Now, we only got two. Oh, look at that. Focus on the abundance in your life. Look at that. We've got roots of abundance, fertility, growth, wealth and abundance. Focus on the abundance in your life. That's your message for December. Focus on the abundance in your life. Maybe a gratitude list or appreciation list, or just pausing and noticing. But also I feel for you, please be grateful for yourself. Just how far you've come, what you've done in your life, where you are, what you know now, your wisdom. You've gotten through a lot. This has not been an easy path for you. And you are going to find those that resonate with you. You're going to find your tribe, your group, your person, your family, your community. That's coming very, very soon. December brings some good connections to you, where you're visiting or spending time during the holidays. Okay, let's see, soul story number 2. I just heard Fred. I don't know what that's about. And I'm seeing a parrot. Someone has a parrot, a macaw or a parrot. I'm hearing somebody could be going to Brazil, Costa Rica, Mexico. Who has the parrot? I'm hearing parrots. I'm seeing multiple parrots. I'm seeing a waterfall. So some of you are traveling, or you could live over there. Oh yeah, look at this, 5th house. Uranus, something happening quickly. Relationship coming in. I'm going to do more relationship readings because for this great gathering, I'm seeing so many different kinds of relationships coming in for people. the true partnering. So you have Uranus in Leo in the 5th house. Some of you, there could be an unexpected December. I just heard secret admirer. Someone sees you and sees you as a light. You could be meeting someone, whether in person or online, or there's some dialogue that starts up. Light, kind of casual dating. It happens quickly. It happens where you don't see it. Could go into Aquarius time also. But there could be some project also that comes that you need to commit to in December, where there could be a contract signed or an agreement. Yes, we're going to do this. Or yes, I will do this. Yes, I will show up and do this. Yes, I'll do this with you. So yeah, I feel a lot more play, a merriment, more joy in December for you. You're going to let some of these worries or burdens kind of fall by the wayside. There's a lot of happiness and joy. A lot of things lighten up. You're going to see the growth, the abundance. You're also going to feel more connected to your destiny and therefore God, the all that is, the allness. That's what my guides have been saying. Like, it's not just oneness, it's the allness of everything. One of your projects or something you're working on, a creative outlet, because this is the artisan, the creative. So if you've been asking, I don't know if you're selling gifts for the holidays, and that brings some abundance in, some extra financial, some money. Someone could donate or help you, or you're going to have the money to do something creative or put into your creative projects, your art. But December, you're moving into the artist realm. You're moving into soul expression, soul creativity. And if you've been wanting to get something that helps your art, your music, your creativity, some of you could be visiting some museums or galleries or going to hear music. It's a joyful, December's, it's going to be fun. Yeah. And also you're going to feel good because there's extra money coming in. You're going to have a feeling of abundance. All right, so light, I'm going to pause it here, and I'm going to continue on Patreon if you want to join me there for a bit more and look around. There's a lot more than just pick a card readings. All right, well, I wish you so much love, light, wisdom. Merry, happy, sacred Hanukkah, Christmas, what is it, festival, I keep hearing Festival of Lights, whatever that you celebrate or how you connect in with gratitude, love, and something more this month. I wish it a abundant, peaceful, loving one for you. Hello, Radiant Soul. Welcome to your reading. This is Soul Story number 3. So let's connect in with your energy. All right, so you have Women of Crystals. Now we're going to look at these later. These are channeled messages that came through for you. Woman of Crystals. So this is Swords energy, but you can see crystals. So it is about amplifying or magnifying something this month. December is going to bring, I feel, clarity for you. Now, I would say it's about getting into the higher mind, the non-local mind, perhaps meditation, connecting more in with your higher self. But you're going to be very focused, and this could be new ideas, something coming through for you from the higher mind. Maybe an aspect of soul that's been coming through, you're going to see more clearly. The other thing I am getting inner riches more being seen, some new level of abundance or more resources. You're going to have more resources, or you're going to be planning to create more resources in your life. You're going to be more resourceful. Spirit is saying, but use your higher mind. You tap into universal consciousness or God consciousness. Tap into the flow of your life. Use your ideas. Some ideas that are presented to you from other people this month, or you're also getting these ideas from yourself, or you're going to be getting a confirmation
of something that you're very talented in, you're something that you're very gifted in, something that you've been wanting to do for a while, that it's been on your mind, literally on your mind. You've been thinking of it. You either see something, read something, or someone says something, maybe at a gathering or party, or maybe around family or a friend, suggests something or says something to you. Now, even though this is Woman of Crystals, Queen of Swords, there's a lot about communication with you this month, and speaking and getting it out, clearing the air, but there's a lot about you going within. You might find you're a little more silent, or you're taking something in, even other people's feedback, other people's criticism, your own observations about yourself or other people or a particular circumstance. Spirit is saying, take it in, move it within, get the clarity first before you decide. Okay, the other card you've got, okay, guide, and I call these guide cards because these start honing in or guiding, because I get so much information when I start tuning in. So you're being asked to pay close attention to all the big and small miracles you've already occurred in your life. Pay attention also to those that are currently occurring and still to come. Miracles surround you. Be on the lookout for them. I feel this has to do with resources also. The people in your life, the resources, you as being resourceful. And I just heard Christmas miracle. So no matter what you celebrate, what your beliefs, or whether you celebrate any holiday, around this time of the year or not, I feel around the 25th to about 28th, there is a miracle. There's something that appears. Now, for some of you, this could even be a person coming in your life, bringing a new opportunity. I do feel gifts also. You're very gifted, and I feel more gifts. You're going to be pleasantly surprised. Let's put that there. Miracles. You're managing, you're bringing it in. Now, smoky quartz has a lot to do, obviously, with cleansing and clearing negativity, but it also helps with focusing, and it also helps with clarity. So when you clear what doesn't fit or what's sticking out, right, then we know that, we can see more what fits out. Like, let's say I have my tea right in the middle, and I'm about to do read. It doesn't fit right there because I'm doing readings right now. I have it on to the side. So you're going to be noticing in December what isn't fitting anymore. Please be gentle with yourself, because you might be finding that there's a lot that doesn't fit. You might be thinking, God, did this ever fit? Or maybe I've grown. There's a lot of growth in this group. There's a lot that you're beginning to, I heard, channel and understand, kind of new concepts. And in many ways, some of you, the miracle is you, what you've gone through and gotten through. You're going to really start looking at that. The only thing I'm going to say that I get an awareness right now psychically is just not overthinking. Okay, so we've got 21 here. Yeah, these are coming from the Akashic, these changes. So the 22 here, this is a time also to celebrate what you've won. Yeah, there's a new vision in December coming in for you. But somehow it's bringing a new direction. I want to say somehow you're leaving the path. Oh, look at that. And then Wheel of Fortune. Okay, I'm starting to get a message, but let's get the cards out, because I feel like you're weaving a new story. Something within the fate is changing. 9 of Wands. But look at, again, there's this shape here, this design. And you've got the design here with Wheel of Fortune. So you're shifting your matrix. You're moving more into the soul matrix or soul design. I feel the birth of a new vision. Now, there's going to be something tangible or some demonstration, some way that you see. Some of you, it's a vision, it's a dream. Some of you, it's a first step of a goal that's reached. You're going to see the possibility of something. Some of you, it's going to be what you receive from the universe or from God or God consciousness through other people. There's going to be a reflection of, yes, I see you doing that, or you could do that. You're going to get some kind of validation or acknowledgement of what is starting to come in for you. But clearly you're seeing differently. You're perceiving yourself, your life, your circumstances from a different point of view, a different vantage point. And this different point of view is giving you a new viewpoint or better viewpoint. So what you're creating, what you're designing now in your life is giving you a new vantage point, the new viewpoint. And this new viewpoint is giving you a new point of view, and this new point of view is giving you a new viewpoint. So something more is wanting to come through you at this point in your life at this time. So you might feel that you're alone in this, that this is something you have to do on your own, or you have to initiate on your own. But I feel you're going to get some kind of support. And looking at, I love this card, looking at the small miracles, the little miracles, as well as the big miracles, you'll see how you've been guided and helped. Okay, there's the Five of Swords. Didn't I say get out of your head? Yeah. So the only thing that can trip you up in December is a bit of doubt and overthinking things and worry. And I'm not saying don't do that. I'm saying you have to put it to some process, to talk about it, talk it out, journal it. I don't know if you work with someone, but you have to, these fears, these also perception of I might get hurt again, or this might happen again, that has to be brought up, the doubt, because there's another aspect or part of you that doesn't have that doubt, that's coming through and seeing the openings and the opportunities. Justice, yeah, look at that. So there's so much for you about clearing things up, getting clear, getting that clarity, clearing the air. Looking at things dispassionately, even yourself, not getting into emotionalism. Don't getting over emotional. Nine of Crystals. Okay, in this deck, that's the Nine of Pentacles. In this deck, the Voyager deck, crystals are the mental realm. But here, so there's this gain. That's why I said I feel like you're doing it more on your own. King of Wands. How can I change my world, my reality, or my perception to draw in something different? Now, this card wanted to come in at the beginning. So I am going to move that over here, and I'm going to draw a couple other cards because it's not. So it's telling me that was very important. So you have the Three of Swords and the Five of Swords, which gives us the Eight of Swords. So something is restrictive in your environment. There's some restriction, but you're starting to see another way. That's going to come in December. You're starting to see an out, the light at the end of the tunnel. So this restriction has held you back. It's held something back in a way that's of something you wanted to do, someone you wanted to connect with, share with. And in some degree, it's been your assessment of the situation. It's been how you viewed things. But it's also been you view things the way you view them because of what you've experienced. So I heard slaying the dragon, slaying something, the block, something you're slaying. You are moving through the obstacle. And you're doing it in a creative way. I'm going to say the new moon brings changes. I feel new moon in Capricorn brings changes for you. Okay, so I believe that's going to be the end, right? End of December. That's where I think that I feel the miracle. Something happens mid, 25th, 26th on. Something happens, an illumination happens. I almost feel like it could be a wish fulfillment, or you're seeing the partial gain of something. Let's look at this further. Eight of Cups. Well, I said Eight of Swords, but Eight of Cups because Spirit doesn't want you overthinking things. Again, winding down. It's the end of the year. Yes, there's Saturn. Some of this has been, it's in the Akashic. Some of this has been destiny issues. It's not necessarily been anything that you did. You've been in a tough cycle. But you're getting through it. Now, the Saturn energy I feel for you is going to be some kind of grounding or anchoring, where it's been a restriction. it's now going to move you forward. And some of this restriction has been that you have either you've been feeling so much or so much has gone on, you haven't wanted to be in your feelings and feel your feelings. Or perhaps you haven't been trusting your intuition or what you're feeling about a particular situation, and some of you a particular relationship. Eight of Crystals. Look at all these eights. So now we move into the Eight of Crystals, or the Eight of Pentacles. Now I say all these eights because I feel these two cards work together. So you have the Three of Swords and the Five of Swords, which is an 8. So 888 could be very transformative. That could be a very transformative energy for you. Now, when you add 888, you get 24. You get a 24-6. That 24-6 vibration is about harmonizing, finding what's most fulfilling, coming more from the heart. It's about synthesis and synergy. So in December, you have to go looking for that synthesis and synergy. Where is the most synergy in your life? Where is the most harmony? By what choices you make, whether it's individually, if you're on your own, or within particular groups or relationships, you now have to seek that. That's the message from the soul. Page of Cups, of course, it's trusting the intuition and the feelings. It's connecting more to synergy, synergistic experiences, synergistic. What is energizing? Not what depletes you. So if you're overthinking and over strategizing, that's going to deplete you. If you're in doubt, round and round thinking, circular thinking, that's going to deplete you. So dropping in to the feelings, connecting in more to your emotional body, not through emotionalism, which is drama or histrionics, but dropping into really how you feel and feel it, and then channel that feeling, find an expression for it. This is a wealth of feeling within inside you. You've got these feelings that are welling up. And as you tap into them through your body wisdom, they're guiding you. So this is a new beginning of perhaps you incorporating more of your intuition or feeling nature in your life at this time. So it is just a new beginning. It's a new thought process. It's a new understanding. It's a new feeling of where you're meant to be going. So I want to say December for you is a lot about new beginnings, or something newly beginning for you, something that you're tapping into, a new aspect, a new part of you, a new way of relating. Now for some of you, this brings a new relationship or a new next level in relationship, or current relationships could be, you could feel a little more vulnerable. Oh, awakening genius. Look at that. You've got Akashic Records and now awakening genius, 2911. But it's the mind. It's the higher mind. Lovely beings that chose soul story number 3. What is the bigger vision? Use your mind. Telepathy, remote viewing, visioning, visualizing, seeing and then feeling a better outcome. Don't just keep it in the mind. Drop into the body. But you have this genius. So a lot of you are coming up with a new plan, a new idea, something that you want to create. There could be a new direction coming in for you, that it's like, oh no, this direction is better, or this is a better way, a better model, better way of doing it. So you're getting past the smoke and mirrors to get to some kind of opening, like a heart opening. I really feel it. I feel like it's a heart, mind, body opening. Okay, this card wanted to come out twice. We're going to take it. And we've got a grand symphony. So you are more than you're on your own. You are a sum total. So I feel for a lot of you, what's ending is doing too much on your own or by yourself. You're going to look at the gains of what you can do, increase, or some validation or acknowledgement of what you've done. Now, you could be also in a leader position where you're being more supported and you're allowing more of this support in. But there's this wonderful vulnerability opening, this kind of heart mind opening, where you're going to be much more open, especially towards the close of the year, end of December, where you're kind of seeing, well, I have to open to the reflections of other people to understand myself more. So I feel like this Three of Swords, you get the sword of clarity, a sort of discernment. And so it's not so heavy for you. Some of you are going to be seeing people differently, and the relationships that you've had previously, whether business or personal, you're going to be seeing them in a different way. You're going to see what was the substance of them. Why did they work or didn't work? And you're creating more choice for yourself also. Now, I do see that you could be very busy working. For a lot of you, this could be working on something internal, inner work, something around the house, a garden, or, remodeling or redecorating. Those of you that are moving, because I do feel some of you have moved. Some of you, you're going to find more work that is fulfilling, or you're going to be focused more on this project or this plan. And for some of you, it's just, you also want to, I'm just getting, there's a different aspect or different way of living. Look at this, karmic bond clearing. Yes, energetic clearing. Rewrite your story, live your truth. That's what this is all about. And then the next card we have, I love this, Star Great Heart, heart chakra opening, unlocking generosity. There is some level of constriction and restriction that is leaving you. Constriction within your body, mind, within your viewpoint, your process. Something is opening up, and it's causing this heart opening where you're being much more open. And I mean vulnerable. You're more porous, less rigid. And that means new input can come in, new insights, and also new people. Unlocking generosity. I feel this generosity is not just other people giving to you, but you're going to be able to give back now, whether it's time, energy. For some of you, it could be financially. So you're rewriting your story. Something is lifted. There's been a cycle that has completed, and you can no longer go on. You cannot go on in the old way. You're reimagining your life. You're revisioning your life from a much more heart-open space. You are revisioning and reimagining, and from this reimagining is coming this next level. This next level that's coming in for you is something, a bit of a miracle, but it's envisioned within your mind. It's coming through your mind, or we could say the mind of God. You're the individuated aspect of the mind of God. And I don't mean God in a religious sense. You could take it that way if that's, how your belief system. But I mean in the biggest, as an energetic field, as the sum total of life, as the all that is, as the infinite creative intelligence of life, of the all that is, of the universes. So you've got the King of Wands here. So this is very telling with the Woman of Crystals. You're ready to take that ideas, that vision to that next level. You're unlocking yourself. This is coming from work. This is coming from due diligence. This is coming from intention and putting your attention on your intention, doing the things that are more in alignment to what it is you want to do or what your soul call is right now. This new direction, this new level that you're going in. So this is very much about growth. It's also about some kind of breakthrough, which you could also call a miracle, but it's done through your own adjusting and readjusting. Now, Spirit is saying pay attention to these ideas that are coming through you. There's a few little ideas, and there's one big idea, got Justice here, that I feel you focus on. So you're going to be able to hone what you do, what you want to gift to the world. For some of you, you're honing it, you're drawing something in. It doesn't mean you're forgetting about other things, but as you can see here, all these things are on this side, but then you have something in the middle. You're going to fill that now. And it's something that's very fulfilling for you. It's emotionally fulfilling. I feel there's a spiritual aspect or component, even if it's your simply your alignment spiritually to what it is you now want to do or create. Even if it's your own life or lifestyle. Some of you, it's clearly the project is in the beginning phases. But you have to, this is about grounding that vision with Saturn here, doing the work to make it real, to anchor it, to make it earthed. I just heard to make it generatable. You're able to amplify it, to make it viable, prosperous. So you're now taking those resources, and yourself as a resource, and you're applying it on your path. You're applying it to your vision. Some of you, this is a really great idea or something you're managing or you're putting together. And it does rewrite. Again, this is a new, your life. This is a new matrix of you coming in. And this is a design that's based more totally on the soul. This is a different design of you that's coming in on the earth plane. That's based more on your truth. That's based more on cooperation, collaboration. So you are freeing up from something that has tied you down or tied you in the past. No two ways about that. That is coming in. So you're being asked to focus, but in a creative, light way, King of Wands way. It's really the marriage of the mind and inspiration, inspired thought, inspiration. It's that connection there. You're going to also see what really matters to you. You know, what is of the highest vibrational frequency. Yeah, see, that's just the beginning. It's saying reach for the stars. And then we have a moon here. This new moon. So reach for the stars. You have barely scratched the surface. You have unlimited potential, and you're getting ready to experience this firsthand. And then you have Saturn here. And there's this idea of time with the Eight of Pentacles or the Eight of Crystals there. So you have your goal. You've got it in sight. This is the time to say yes. This is the time to move forward. This is the time, and I mean move forward. It may not be by location. It may by what you have in your existing circumstances, where you're at now. This is not about waiting. This is about putting the plan in motion now. So when you put this plan in motion, you are awakening the genius within. And it's going to take, it's not necessarily being fearless. It's asking you to be, feel your feelings, being in the emotions, the fear, but just do it anyway. It's actually requiring a deep love and trust of yourself. Yeah, Mercura. So you've got energetic cleansing, strength, determination to materialize ideas, willing to take action, strengthen the immune system. What things do I need to clean up in my life? What do I need to renew my willpower and energies? What aspect of my life needs a new impulse? Mercura. So that's what you're doing. You're cutting through all of this. You're using the medicine to move through. So there is, again, a separating out. There's a discernment. There's decisions. The first decision is starting from within. And again, it's about determination, strength to materialize your ideas. What is this new idea that's coming in for you? So you have a lot of potential for growth here at this time. And this growth is bringing in a new awareness. So it's like you're going to a next level. And, when we go to a next level, what bothered us or held us back before no longer exists. So you're in that time period. You're in that zone. And again, it has a lot to do with growth, but growth from your vision, your intuition, your intuitive awareness. Yeah, see, you're moving from necessity. So whatever restriction you feel right now, it's what you need to push you forward, to make you go forward. It's actually a gift. It's one of the gifts. By the necessity and what you see in December, God, I need this, I want this, I need to do this, that is the mother of invention, right? Necessity is the mother of invention. And that mother for you is the queen of, or the woman of crystals. It's the feminine energy of receptivity, but the ability to hone in on that idea that fulfills the need. So you're getting pushed on, you're getting pushed forward. And sometimes what happens is, I call it pinchy. The universe, God consciousness, our very own higher self makes something pinchy in our life so we move on. But then look at what you have next, Gibo, generosity and balance. So you might feel like, oh my God, I have so much necessity or need, or I can't do this, or I can't afford this. But it's causing you to look at things much more creatively, to find the creative solution, which actually moves you into alignment with the universe and those around you. And then there's the transformation and the renewal, Iwas. Things bounce back. Things bounce back better. So sometimes we're meant to make changes, and honestly, everyone knows this, on an earth level, sometimes we cannot do it until we feel the pinch. We get pushed or pulled. We get pushed and pulled by the universe, by inspiration. We leave things to the last minute. So whatever the need, the necessity is that's coming up for you in December, create something to bounce back, to have the idea that comes in. The action. Now it's also an action, but it comes from an idea, creative idea based on limitation in the circumstances. Some of you, it could be lack consciousness. And then you move out of that and the miracle is there. The idea comes in, the support, the help. It could be at the 11th hour, I'll be honest. It could be happening, let's see what your channeled messages say. Don't overthink it. Yeah, this is about getting into the creative mind, not mulling things over, strategizing. It's like, boom, I got that idea, boom. I got the feeling to call that person, boom, I did it. And look what happened, I got the job. Or to text them, or throw the email out now, or the resume, or, wow, I'm going to post this, or I'm going to do this idea. Oh, I posted this and it went viral. Oh my God. Or I just picked up the phone and called the person, because I wasn't able to reach them by email or whatever, or texting. So this kind of creative, you've already thought it out. You want the big idea, the aha to come in. Let's see what else you have. Trust your body, trust the vibes. Yeah, you're getting a lot of intuitive awareness through your body wisdom that you have to trust the vibes. Some of you, I just am hearing, oh, I knew it wasn't the right time to bring this up or ask for this. So some of you, because you've been kind of grasping, your timing has been off. You've been overthinking it, trying to strategize instead of going, think about it, process, journal it, write it out, worry, do whatever. That's why I say do it all and then let it go and let the true idea come through. You just need to do that in-between phase. You need to let it go. You need to hand it over to God, the higher self, the universe, your genius mind, your Einstein mind, as I like to call it, the Einstein mind, the higher self, whatever it is, the place of aha, insight, great ideas, wisdom, whatever that you want to call that aspect of you. Because to make the changes that you not only want to make or need to make, you need to awaken the genius within. And that is not, if you're mulling things over and thinking it through, it's good, write it out. Put the figures down, facts and figures, bullet point. Then you've got to let it go for this genius mind to come in. It's not going to come through figuring it out. Okay, let's see what other messages you've got. Be grateful. Yeah, grateful, gratitude for what you have. And when these miracles start rolling in. And this, oh, nothing on this one. So this is, the story is ended. This is, you get to write your own story, your own affirmation. So clearly, yourself, your higher self, you, wants you in the place of higher level creativity. You've done it before. Everyone has, to a lesser or greater degree. when we're pushed, we come up with that great idea, or the answer comes at the last minute. The opening, the opportunity, the money we need, the direction known, the help we need, the support we need comes along. And that's part of what you're learning in December. Okay, let's see what else is coming up for you. Again, 8th house, it's on the soul level, but you've got Neptune in Libra. So there's perhaps been some disillusionment with people, relationships in the past. But now it's saying you're in partnership. So the best thing to feel is you're in partnership with your higher self, your soul, 8th house. Use your spiritual tools. Use the readings. You know, if something aligns to and you feel aha, you feel like, ooh, that's a good idea. That's what I need to do. Or that's a confirmation. Use the psychic self, the psychic abilities, the psychic realm, the spiritual realm. 8th house is about transformation and empowerment. So your empowerment comes with working with what you're receiving from the Neptunian aspect of your being, which means the dreams, the vision. Look for ways to collaborate now with the vision, collaborating with your higher self, with your very own self, be in partnership with yourself, not fighting yourself of how things are unfolding. But I also am getting, this is a lot about connecting it on a soul level and seeing the soul vision, the solar vision. Something new is emerging through you, and it's beautiful. It's requiring a lot of work, but it's going to move you into a space of your needs are met. The generosity of others, of the world, of the universe, and the generosity that you're able to reciprocate brings an amazing transformation for you. And Iwaz, the Ur tree, it's very stable. It's a lot of centering. So this renewal or this transformation is going to bring in some level of stability as well. Stability from what you can journey from. All right, let's see any other message coming in for you. Get a soul. Yeah, and I do the readings very intuitively, so some will have different cards or slightly different layout. Okay, so don't overthink it. Yours is this, the awakening is genius, the ability to create, to make, to manifest, to make your dreams a reality, to live them out. Oh, beautiful. Oh, I love this. Oh, you got 2 cards. Awakening and shifting collective consciousness. Awakening genius. You're awakening. You're a starseed. You're awakening more and more. Honoring sacred masculine power of clarity and confidence. That's what you're getting. You've got the vision, the idea. That King of Wands energy is bringing you the clarity and the confidence. Well, so is the Woman of Swords. You're getting that clarity. But the confidence to act now. It's about taking the action. I always like to say, moving from inspiration to inspired action. So you are a starseed, a star child, an indigo child, a lot of you, and there's this awakening to your ideas. You may have felt you're ahead of your time, but you're also having to free up. I want to go back to something here really quickly. Strength, determination, energetic clearing. Yeah, you have to. You're letting go of something, or some perception or idea of yourself or your circumstances. Some of you, it's a loop, feedback loop. You're getting out of the loop. You're widening the loop, widening something. But some of you need some new input or open up to new input so you get out of the same loop or the same circle. And that's newly beginning with that Page of Cups. That's newly beginning. It's kind of a blossoming love of yourself, or moving more into creating and doing more of what you love. Now, if we look macro, big picture, I don't know December, but I would say archetypally, you're also attracting someone, a counterpart, whether that's going to be creative, collaborative, personal, or all of the above. You are attracting that, or you're attracting the counterpart you need to help you with what you need right now. So Spirit is sending someone or some people that help in your vision of what you need right now, of getting your needs met on your path right now. But if this has been about money, things are okay. Are you going to have to work or working? Yes, or investing, but you're going to be okay. All right, Soul Light, I think that's it for this. I'm going to be doing more on Patreon. If you want to join me there, fine. If not, I think you've got enough information here and confirmation to be beneficial for your path. I hope so anyway. I feel so, but I don't know. You let me know. Anyway, I really, really want to just also give you a big hug for all you've been through, what you're doing in life. Some of you are just making some great changes, and I want to acknowledge that. And wherever you find yourself on your path, love yourself a little more. I do. I love you. We can all love ourselves a little more and love what you're doing in your life, and acknowledge and validate just how far you've come. You're moving into a big heart opening, and that's going to bring a lot of abundance. So when we open the heart, we open into the abundance of the universe. And that's actually going to be your Soul Insights mantra. As I open my heart, I open to the abundance of the universe. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, happy, what else is there? Kwanzaa, Festivus, whatever the holiday or way that you acknowledge and celebrate this sacred time. I wish you all the best. Love and light.